But you got the love I need to see me through.
Thank you very much, Torak. Welcome to the Penguin Academy. El Spunio, you may now use my many and varied penguins. My favorite one is sadly not going to be relevant again for another, 6 months. Thank you for the follow, Nog. Right, so hello, everyone. We have another Penguin Academy of a Team England tour game. This is on Fumble, so you will have to put up with, Fumble. Sorry about that. It is weirdly the better client. It just looks like the worst one. We have Team England represented by Purple Goo and Humans, and Team Waterbowl represented by, it says here Salinas, but his NAF name and therefore his Waterbowl name is El Peras. It's El Spunio's best friend, and he is playing dwarves. So let's get into it and let's see how they set up, because that has been possibly the worst thing about these games. The inability to set up properly has sent me wild. Goo has won the toss and is receiving as the humans, and the dwarves look like they go in basic bitch rule of 5. I don't hate rule of 5 here. The humans don't want to score quickly. It does allow them to gain space. They could, try to reverse the teams and stall down here. I don't really see that happening. It's dwarves, right? They're not the best, again, in a way, like against fast teams. So basic bitch, rule of 5, not a major problem. The team... Wait, what's going on with this team? Something's wrong with this team. Don't the Euro Bowl dwarves have 4 guard, 4 mighty blow, not 3 of each? Did I make that up? This team has 3 guard, 3 mighty blow. That's not right, is it? And he's got leader. On this runner. Okay, so he screwed up his dwarf team. That's not a good start. What have we got in the humans here? We've got the Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzer. Tackle being useless in this game, but he didn't know who he was going to play, so it's the right thing. 3 guard, a wrestle, I know. Guard on the Augur makes 4. And we've got leader on the thrower. Naked catcher. Only 1 catcher. Oh, no, we got 1 in the reserves and a halfling in the reserves. Okay. Brilliant coaching gives the dwarves an extra reroll. 4 lands and everyone gets their leader reroll. So 4 rerolls each. Immediately 3 rerolls for Goo as he dub skulls on the LOS. We talk about it again. Again, there's no reason for these players to have not moved before those blocks were taken. It's very low risk, but it's a surprise to see people just not do it at this level of play. I think I would have preferred to take the Mighty Blow hit on a guard. Wait, he's gone in the wrong square, hasn't he? If he's blitzing from here, that's going to be a... Okay, come on. This is purple goo, right? And he gets a POW. If he hadn't got a POW there, he was taking a Mighty Blow hit back. That's such a basic Blood Bowl error. Okay, I'm not happy with this immediately. I was preparing to be like wowed, and that's two basic errors in the first turn. That one's like awful. I was gonna say I would prefer to hit the guard with Mighty Blow than the Mighty Blow. I think guard is more deciding in this because he's got 3 Mighty Blow. You can only blitz with one of them. So I would prefer to remove the guard if I was going to get a removal. So I would have hit the guard with Mighty Blow and then blitz with this guard on the Mighty Blow Dwarf. I mean, that's just a preference though. Whereas this is just straight up wrong. Doesn't move his other players. For taking a block. Goes in heavy over here. But not with double guards. You get a POW for that, though. He is taking a Mighty Blow block back next turn. His POWs are happening. Okay. So if we press pause here, what would you do if you were the dwarves? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you move the runner out the way. Put this guard 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So that this block is 2 into 2. Wait. It's not going to be 2 into. There's no way to make that block 2 into 2. You still put the guard there. I guess you can make it 2 into 2 by making this guy the blitz. But both of his Mighty Blows are on one side, so it's a bit of a shame to not blitz him with Mighty Blow. But it does make that then you can make this 2 into 2. So that's probably the play. You take this block first. You could make it 2 into 2 by putting 2 guards there and there, because then you can take the Mighty Blow block and then you just block straight across and you get 2 assists. And then you could also possibly blitz him on a push, but there we go. Let's see what he does. Puts a guard in there, takes the Mighty Blow block and doesn't get a POW. Goes there. It does put the guard in, so this is blitzes the Mighty Blow. Brings him down here, I would assume. Yep. Okay. Leaves everyone else where they are. Don't like the Mighty, so the positioning was okay. The choices were okay. I would try and rescue that side as well. I don't like leaving the Mighty Blow on the outside here. Like, dwarves do die. Like, you know, or just get stunned or get knocked out or whatever. It does happen. So these two should be swapped. Like, there's no reason for the Mighty Blow to be on the outside, and therefore the obvious or a obvious blitz target, because the guard can stand back up because he didn't get stunned. It makes this guard a more obvious blitz target. I would say that he should move this player first. You can see he's going to do the blitz now. But if he did the blitz after moving this player next to the Ogre, he could chain the Mighty Blow tackle down into that gap. And then this dwarf, assuming this is a POW, this dwarf can get blocked by him with the assist of the Mighty Blow tackle or the guard, and then you can move the Mighty Blow tackle. At the moment, if you utilize this blitz, I don't understand how you're getting the Mighty Blow tackle out. Let's find out. It's only a push anyway, so he probably wouldn't have done that. Oh no, yeah, he probably still could have done that. And blocked the guard away and stood the Mighty Blow tackle up in between these players with just a regular dwarf there. So apparently he just doesn't care that the Mighty Blow tackle is based. I hope it dies on a dodge. Doesn't. I think that was rubbish. Another mistake. Should have created the gap to allow himself the chain out to avoid the dodge. I'm not impressed so far. I'm assuming it's just lack of practice, right? They don't play enough. Mighty Blow not doing a thing. I don't know what the follow is for here. I don't even know what that blitz was for. It seems pointless. Didn't do anything, right? It's only turn 4. And the dwarves have allowed someone past them by not spreading out a bit more. Dwarves dice not great. Can we please do something about this? Oh my god, what are the dwarves? Seriously! What are you doing? We're just fine with the humans just walking past you because you're so fast and maneuverable. You can just get back in front of them. Do we not care about defending? Why are we not keeping him based on him? Okay, finally an armor 8 breaks. And again, okay. Right. Like, and now look at the position the dwarves are in. It's turn 5. Half your team's over here and you're slow. And he's got a double scout. So you like, it's really hard to get back in front of him. The best thing you can do here is probably either double rush blitz, put the guard in there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double rush blitz with the Mighty Blow, so your runner can come round and be the screen. It sucks because you're using your runner as the screen, but like, what else are you doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess you could double rush again with the Slayer to come round and be the screen and have the runner behind. That's probably the best. And then these players come and block you off from this part of your team. That's what should be happening here with the dwarves. That's not what should be happening. Oh god, there was a whistle. Basing a guard doesn't do anything, because if you want to blitz him out the way, I mean, even if you double base the guard, he's an assist anyway without the base, without a double base. So basing. Does all the rushes. Okay, so if you're the humans here, as you can see, he has to 1 dice straight away. It is a block. I guess that you have to just do some 3+s, right? Somehow, despite all of that space, he's allowed the ball to be multiple based. Pretty shit. Ball could have been on the sideline behind a double screen, so you didn't have to worry about the ball being based. That right there is a 1 in 9 to lose. Like, just straight up 1 in 9 to lose. And this is a... What if this is a push? It was a push, and he re-rolled. So it's another 1 in 9 / dub skulls risk. This is not good Blood Bowl from anyone. I don't understand. Another 1 in 9. And looks like we're scoring. Wow. Okay. Dwarves get a 3 turn. I mean, it's not that much of a problem for the dwarves, because like the dwarves only have 1 runner in his build, so a 2 turn, a 3 turn is still shit. But that was a lot of 1 in 9s to score there against a non-existent dwarf defense. And then the dwarves dub skull. They do get a KO at least. That's 2 KOs now for the humans. Why are you going backwards? Base the catcher. What are you doing? Wasn't that why there was a Slayer there? To hit the ogre? Okay. No real space claimed by the dwarves, right? This might as well be a 2 turn at this point. Like no attempt even really to try and push someone up. Just to have a player, even a dwarf like a Longbeard, just in the middle somewhere. Like ability to like break up the formation. Nothing. Just a 2 turn from the halfway line against 10 humans. We're going to 1 dice through this guy. Why from that square? Okay, at least it does give you scoring threats. Whistles everywhere. Wait, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. You couldn't have done that extra rush. Okay. Okay. I think you can surf here. It might require like red dice or a one dice or something. Let's work this out. So you get a 2 dice here and block the Slayer up and follow to be a guard. Then you blitz this guy to that square and follow, so all of these squares are full. And then you hit the Slayer, which you hope you roll a push on, right? To surf the ball. So first up, you hit the Slayer and see what happens. If he gets knocked down, then you might need a new plan. Okay, new plan. Now you just get in the way. Now you just get in the way, I think. You can probably... can you do it? Oh, everyone's tagged over here. So I guess I was going to say you could probably fill this square and blitz upwards, but it requires a 1 in 9 dodge. Honestly, it might be better than not doing it, though. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ugh, it's not good, regardless. Do you risk that 1 in 9 dodge and blitz upwards? Because then you just guarantee the no score. If you just blitz, there's dice to be rolled. I guess we'll find out. Nope, he's just blitzing. Gets a pow, so that's 1 scoring threat down. And a stun. And 1 in 9's the dodge. So, I mean, I don't know if it's the right way because of the things, but did 1 in 9 the dodge. So these 2 stuns are crazy, aren't they? Like, because this is not a defense at this point. Just lucky that they got stunned. I don't know what we do, though. I'll be honest with you. 4 plus, 3 plus. If you don't get a pow, another 3 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus. Got 3 rerolls for it. Seems to be the only thing you could do here. 4, 3, 3, 2, 2 with 3 rerolls. Pretty doable. With 2 rerolls. Why did we just do a 1 dice? Why was it just a random 1 dice there? To free up the guard? The guard doesn't do anything. Makes the 4, gets the pow. Makes the score. So even though we did some random other shit first that was terrible, rolled the right dice, got the score, 1-1 at half time. I mean, it's better than nothing this time. But again, why isn't this a full blitz defense? Just why? Why is it not a full blitz defense? There's no reason for it to not be a full blitz defense. None. Zero. Did they just not do it in tabletop? Am I like just... Is that just a thing that tabletop players just don't care about for some unknown reason? Why do you keep putting the Slayer on the Ogre and then blocking with the other guy? Put the guard between the other dwarves. It's got guard. It just put it between the other dwarves. Move in after taking blocks again. Move in after taking blocks again. Okay. Again, people not understanding like how basing works when you can just get a bunch of 2-dice blocks. Oh, the follow there is interesting. This better be a POW, right? Oh, okay. That was a reroll? I mean, he's got 5 rerolls, but that was a blockless block rerolled because of a shit follow to not get the mighty blow hit. This is some not good. I don't understand what's happening. Like, I'm confused. Like, either I'm like way worse at Blood Bowl analysis than I thought, or this is just shit. And one of those is more likely than the other. And of course, it survives again. No punish for bad play because it's Blood Bowl, right? Why are you pushing the guard into the other guards? And he has to reroll to get a POW. And the mighty blow does get removed, but it's just a KO, so the Apo keeps him on the pitch. So he loses his Apo to the shit play, but not the player. So not anywhere near the level of punish that should have happened. So, but I will say, like, overall, as far as drive strategy, dwarves need to claim space, right? From the very first turn, they need to think about claiming space. And this is obviously, you can see that's not happening. He's basically still in his own half, 3 turns in, has only claimed 2 rows, and they're not even really claimed. Like, the people on that row are based. One of them is based on an ogre. So not even really claimed. Really, they've only claimed 1 row of the opponent's half. That's not good enough in 3 turns. You need to have some element of pushing forward. At the moment, Purple Goo can just screen and take blocks back, which is what he's doing. It'll end up in a draw unless the dwarves decide to try a risky play to break through and it fails. Okay, so just as I'm saying that, I hate this. Why are we allowing this? Why isn't this guy over here doubling up this side? You're now allowing like the space to be claimed here. It's not even like it's trap space or anything. Oh, okay. Can we move the blitzer around then at least? Why not there? Why isn't the blitzer there to protect this blitz on the Slayer? I don't think there's a clever chain here. No, there's not. Leaving this based, I would hope that he would have worked it out and not just lucked out of the fact that like this guy's not standing, so we can't use him to chain the ogre up under the ball. Same here. You can only block forward, so you can only chain this way. It's a shame. Would have been nice to have some kind of like fun little chain going on, but it doesn't exist. So he did claim some space, but just not enough, right? This guy could have been here, who then he's the blitz. And this guy could have been behind him, locking down this space. 2 players spent on this one dwarf and not knocking him down is good for the dwarves. The ogre only going stupid once so far is great for the humans. That pow is good. Oh, God. Okay, that pow is incredible. Just a random 1 in 36 dwarf removal. On a mighty blow. At least it's not a guard. And then a blockless pow from the blitz. Okay. Gets the 1 dice pow on the ogre. And maze balls. Wait, what? He took the double down, another pow? You take the pow there, so you follow and push to the side. Oh, God, and a dwarf stun. Okay, he hasn't protected the back of the ball here with that, like... Not... Got a full pow. And a Kaz, okay. So this game was decided by what, like, silly dice in 2 turns. He shouldn't have allowed that, but obviously getting 1 dice pow into Kaz is insane. So neither of these players played well, and the game was decided by who rolled the best dice. Because obviously that one dice isn't even on. It shouldn't be on anyway. The leader should have been tucked up behind. I don't know why he was one back. It didn't seem to have any relevance to it other than to allow himself to get sacked. But also there would be another dwarf in the way if he hadn't just been 1 in 36 cast, considering there's only like one human out. Actually, the human out's not even out of this drive, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, yeah. Pretty shit this was. So we gotta blitz him out the way. Okay, I don't know why we're going there. Wait. I was going to say, who's getting the ball here? What are we doing with this? Okay. That was a just awful turn, wasn't it? Complete mess of a turn. And again, the lucky stun on the dwarf allows this guard to come around the back. Could give him a 2 dice there. And oh wait, surely that should be basing this Slayer. Okay, what's happening next then? Oh wait, I thought he was going to be clever and like take the 2 dice block and chain himself back onto the Slayer where he should have gone in the first place. But he didn't. He's putting him there instead. The guard would obviously be better on the Slayer. Okay, and then now this is just a mess, isn't it? The removal of the runner was basically the end of the game. Don't let your runner get 1 diced. The sad part is, like, it just wasn't from any pressure, right? It wasn't from anything clever the Purple Goo did. It was basically just offered up as a screw up. So you can't even take something good from it. It was just shit. And then he's just skull into skulled, and that's the end of the game. Well, this was a waste of time. I don't know how long I can keep doing these Team England matches. They're all bad. Well, he's got a 1 in 9, I guess. Could 1 in 9 this pickup? Oh, used the reroll, but didn't 1 in 9, so. And then didn't snake a rush. Oh, finally, like the humans remembered they're the Armor 8 team. Bit late. Why are we blitzing him? What is that doing? Oh, to try and just dodge in and hope for quad skulls. I mean, unless it's a bunch of what not to do's, like that is good for teaching, right? But you shouldn't be using Team England's tour of practice as, hey, don't do any of this. Like, against someone good, Purple Goo would have lost. Maybe it was a bad day. Like, we saw Purple Chest. I know Purple Chest is an excellent player and his game was fucking terrible. So maybe it was a bad day, right? I've literally, that's the only game I've ever seen him play. So maybe it was just a bad day. We'll see. We got another game to watch. But that was poor. Bad follows, like re-rolls with blockless players to try and fix the mistake you just made. Like bad turn ordering. The dwarves didn't even really get in the way, and a bad push. You made a bad shape that allowed everyone to be like based, required blockless blocks and like 3-1-9s to score, and it was a score that was early. Had Mighty Blow done any damage to the humans? If you hadn't diced the dwarves on their drive by removing dwarves while not getting removed yourself, you'd have just lost to someone who was bad. And that doesn't bode what the Purple Goo's one of the good players for Team England. Like, he's almost guaranteed to be in the 8-person squad. That was very disappointing. I was hoping for something considerably better.
Happy day of chemical industry workers, Artemis Marty.
Thank you very much, Rogue and Marty. The biggest problem with all of these games being shit is I can't put them on YouTube. It'll literally just earn me more people who show up out of the blue on like forums in 2 years to insult me because they remember that I said they were shit 2 years ago. I'm sick of like having to work out who people are who miraculously hate me for some reason. It's not a joke. Like, I phrase it as a joke because I try to phrase most things as a joke initially, but that's literally what happens. Like, I'll be having a conversation in a Discord or something, and some random person who I don't know just starts insulting me. Or I'll join a Discord or walk into a conversation and someone's just randomly insulting me. And I've never heard of them. And that's what it is. Like, they qualified for the Cup in 2021, and I cast their game and said they were shit. So they've wrote me in their big book of grudges. Because obviously they can't just be shit. It has to be me. I have to not know what I'm talking about. I have to not be as good as I think. I have to not know what I'm like wibbling about in casts. That's considerably more like acceptable to their brains than they were just shit. And as I just said, it doesn't even mean that you're shit overall, right? If that's the only game I've ever seen of yours, like that's the only game I've ever seen of Purple Goo, right? That's the only game I've literally ever seen of him. That was not well played. Like, I think that any objective view of that will see that that was not well played. That doesn't mean Purple Goo is shit. It just means that game was not well played. That's all it means. I'm Welsh, Pitman. We're the same. All the Celts are the same. Aliens would just assume that the most popular name in Wales was cunt. Shall I try another one, or shall I just leave it till tomorrow? Like, I'm struggling. I'm genuinely struggling. It is late. Yeah, it's not late for me. I got up in the evening. It's more that I'm just struggling. I'm worried. Like, when I go into a game in a bad mood, I can overreact to things, right? I'm not wrong. They're still bad, but I can overreact. I can act like they're more bad than they are or whatever, or just start being more insulting than I mean to. I'm trying not to be in a bad mood with these games. So it's not about that, Spoonio. You missed our conversation the other night. I would bet money that like you would be hard pressed to find a game where I don't make a mistake. Everyone makes a mistake, even a regular turn ordering mistake. Like one of the turns in 16, I won't stand someone up before taking a block or something because I forgot, because I'm distracted or whatever. Even if I'm locked, the most likely chance that I don't do that is if I'm locked in and I'm doing a Penguin Academy and I'm talking about it every turn, right? It's not about not making a mistake. It's about how many mistakes you make. And what kind of mistakes they are. Some mistakes are higher than others, right? I'm not talking about leaving dice on the ball. I'm talking about this. Oh, I got to go all the way back to the start. So you'll have to. This dramatic pause doesn't work because Fumble is very slow at rewinding. This is the first turn that they played. I mean, ignore the fact that these guys moved after blocks were taken, right? That is bad. I hate it. I don't know why people do it. But it's not on the level of the blitz that he takes. That right there. If you put that player there, you're blitzing from this square. On a push, you are giving up a mighty blow block. For no reason. Because this guy can just stand there and you can blitz straight up. Which is what, like, even bad players know that. Like, that is not the kind of mistake that you'd expect to see. If that was the only thing that happened in the game, you'd just be like, oh, brain fart. But it wasn't. There were loads of turn ordering mistakes. There was the shitty follows into getting blocked if you don't get a POW and stuff like that. Like, it was mediocre play. Like, that's just shit. That's just shit and wrong. That's objectively shit and wrong. On top of the fact that there were already turn ordering issues where he didn't screen the ball before taking blocks. And then luckily he gets a POW and doesn't get, like, murdered and lose the game because he's taking extra mighty blow blocks he shouldn't. Like, the humans held up to the dice the entire game. Like, that level, that is a much worse mistake than this. This is the kind of mistake that will fuck you at some point. This is the kind of mistake that fucks you 45% of the time. That's crazy. Turn 1 to have turn ordering errors and fuck up your blitz. So yeah, if you want to find games where I do that, they'll be few and far between. I mean, I'm sure I've done it. Like, everyone makes a mistake, but it'll be the brain fart for that game. I won't have done this and that in the same turn. And then I wouldn't have gone on to do other shitty follows. Shitty space claims when my dwarf opponent doesn't even bother getting in the way. And I allow the ball to be base because I don't double screen. Like, that was all just bad. Like, you stick it all together and it was bad. You take any individual thing, you can just hand wave it away, right? But it's all the same player in the same game. So that's a bad game. Doesn't make him a bad player, makes it a bad game. That was a badly played game of Blood Bowl. And luckily for him, his opponent played a worse game of Blood Bowl. If his opponent had played a good game of Blood Bowl, he'd have lost. Which doesn't, again, bode well for a team that wants to go to the Euro Bowl. Because you kind of expect your opponents to play good games of Blood Bowl. At the very least, you should be playing with that assumption.